low, low, which these days, baby, is the most important. Let's not get that conversation started. Christina Pontra and Jamel. This one scheduled for 12.
And already you can see Nakatani using that long. And as far as Cortes, he can't afford to sit. So you gotta make him feel uncomfortable and press the action.
Opens up, he just missed there with that left-handed Cortes, an effort against the future Hall of Famer Gallo Estrada. Junto Nakatani will sit there all day because most of those shots, especially
Nice body shot from Nakatani.
Butts as well.
Headbutts and
Nakatani using every bit of that jab as the right hand gets in there for
forcing Nakatani to his right so he can land that big right hand, which is all has to work his way in there as well.
And I knew about him before that, but that was kind of his announcement to the world there.
And will the pressure get to him? Or will he continue living up to the moment?
What Nakatani's camp would be like, he's like, man, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him being out 2 times over. You're always going to have that target on your back. You just got to continue.
He needs to force his way in the inside smartly. Now
continuing to pop that jab out there as Nakatani, even just using it to keep.
Or he can measure it to land that big left hand, just like that. He just continue circling, even though he's going to Cortes' and he just basically beating him with the basics and just as a southpaw. That was enough. That was basically enough right there to really see Nakatani just using basic 1-2s. He just got caught with a good right hand from Cortes. But again,
that lead left hand is Cortes looking for a home for the right, missing there. Luis Guzman, and then our main event, Kenshiro Taraji looking to defend. That goes Nakatani as he hooks it with that lead.
Instead of staying on the outside so much, and he's forcing Nakatani. And right now, Nakatani is going.
Which, as you can see right there, when he let that left hand go, has come to establish everything just off that jab in the first 2 rounds. And for the first time, they kind of inside here in round 3.
Yeah, and again, Nakatani needs that right hand go.
Which earlier you mentioned wasn't too much of a problem because
nice left
going
hand.
Towards his right.
But here he goes again, going towards his left. You see, he kind of changed that jab to a little. You see him lining it up.
Cortes trying to eat up some of that differential insane. That's the only way he's really been able to get inside is that strong
right hand there, but he has to start cutting the ring off. He's doing a lot of following pop shot. A little nick under his eye. See, lining up that left hand. Nice little counter on left hand right there. As he kind of slid over and got out.
Nice right hand to start this round for Cortes.
Cortes is busy. Again.
Twice with the left.
A bit rough in there. Especially with 1 shot. Got caught there again.
He struggled to find his way inside. And at this point, Cortes is going to have to change things up.
Just watch too long and just staring, and he won't.
Cortes has actually shot first.
Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Cortes just not.
Kind of blinds Cortes, and then right afterwards, he'll slip in that left hand. That body is good in range.
Absolutely. Under 30 seconds left here in round 4. Continue to win rounds. Mostly just throwing your jabs.
Get your punches off, but don't get hit in return.
That was in that round offensively for him, as there's the right hand, 4 rounds to none. What are you telling your fighter to kind of change the timing?
I mean,
3 in the morning here.
Wake up. Well, you got to start getting under those shots. Probably bend a little bit more at the waist, overextend his punches, just like that. Just like that all day.
He looked to counter there with the right hand. But
you see how he just had to dip under, just like that. He needs to start breaking at the waist. Nakatani doesn't feel comfortable, as you can see right now, when you push him backwards. First, step over.
Oh, there was a beautiful straight shot that man.
Another one, and another one. So that big left hand. Right there is what Cortes
with your left hand, right? Kind of counter it a little bit.
Nice. Ooh, nice
shot. Oh, heard that delay. Will Junto Nakatani be able to finish?
shot. That body shot. Yeah.
Man, we got shooting the left hand once again, firing back is Cortes, and he will.
This is just the first knockdown.
The body shot.
Yeah, delayed reaction. He felt it. Throw it about it. There's a barrage of punches, but again, I think that second right there, it kind of nipped him, but it was just enough.
Round 6, this one a world championship fight scheduled. Cortes, let's see how he recovers here in round 6.
Nice left hand left from Nakatani.
Nakatani hadn't put a lot of water in the basement, if you will, up until that point. And
He felt that body shot. He felt that body shot.
Ooh, he took another. Here. And you can tell he's put a little bit more steam as we're down to the body once again, and a slight warning.
Ring. Nice right hand from Cortes, though. But, you know, standing
Around a minute left to go. He has landed a couple. So that right hand right there lands for Cortes.
He's not using his range, he's throwing punches.
Right.
So that means he was bothered by those. But there we go.
To the body with the left hand for Cortes. Well, he did have some success with rounds in round 5. That took him a little bit to recover.
Oh, let's take a look at that replay.
And it's that shot right there. Comeback stoppage in the first bout of the night.
Nakatani doesn't have that same hope as he did with those little.
Lands every angle of every shot, right?
Right.
It's good to see what we have on our screen. That's one of the things about being.
Yeah, he's kind of using the nice little sneaky left uppercut.
In the first half of the fight, it just was with more force, and that one was a nice shot there. That straight
over the shoulder.
Yeah, he turned it over right over the shoulder of Cortes.
Nice little overhand right from Cortes, pushing him back towards the ropes where he wants him at, just right there.
Landed too flush, but that was.
Good jab from his chest, rather than protecting his chin. Nice little sneaky.
All right. Round 8. Back.
He'll bring the jab back, and Nakatani will come back with 2 shots. One there. And I mean, again, he needs to follow up with another shot behind it. Started off with that sneaky left uppercut, follow up with a right hook.
But you're fighting for a world title here, Jamal. You got to let your hands go. I mean, round 8, he's got to try to take some risks.
And he knows. Well, that body shot.
Like a looping uppercut.
And you clearly see he kind of slowed Cortes down and made him hesitant. He's measuring, he's lining it up. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Feint step to set up the left hand down to the body, just taking a brief little step back. As their feet. Combination there from Nakatani to end the round.
But look. Again, set up everything with the jab. Everything comes up with the jab from Nakatani. Left shots, left hands, and bam, right to the body. Another one to the body. But he kind of fell again. Fell over. He fell a little bit too over his front foot with that left hand.
Of that super flyweight title, looking to capture his first world title and his first world flyweight world champion.
He was a little bit more aggressive his last outing than what he's showing now.
Only it was a vacant world title. They both had earned that opportunity. It was the most. Second weight class. Good left hand. Not
It's expected, especially when you win a world title. Now it comes down to
Ioka, so wrong beside. I mean, we're talking stacked division and live up to the expectations based on how they performed. And you know, I know that's why he looked it up, and I kind of did too, because I thought they just got tangled up. But
it was a slight pause. It was a slight pause in that action.
And Cortes kind of shook it off, but.
Oh, nice. Got to go straight back. Drop their hands a bit.
Okay, but. In his first world title defense.
He goes right back to yeah, whenever a fighter gets hit with a body shot and then goes back to his opponent's body, you see him now trying to go more and more to that body as he come from. It's not so much of Nakatani's inside game, it's that he gets put.
Nakatani's set up that left hand with about more active and efficient. Cortes looking to shoot the right.
You see him, Nakatani just getting his range finder on one again with that jab. He's trying to pump out that jab a lot more. As
Shades of what we saw in the first half of the fight as he lands.
Again, he's going.
As their feet get
Everything's talking the jab from Nakatani. Just,
body.
I mean, those body shots from Nakatani put. He's moving forward, but again, you don't want to just march in, put something out.
Down to the body again for Cortes.
Just like that.
Connects. Saeed was able to get off some of those exchanges.
But maybe just a soft body. So I think those body, but those elbows and hand drop, just a slight bit, and then what happens?
I believe you.
Ooh. Stand there. Nice body shot. What was that?
Steve is known for the expressions that he makes in the. How would he hear us from Japan, Jamel? It's definitely not us in the room here in Las Vegas. That was interesting.
And he cocked his head to the side. All right, we're back.
His face tells it all. The 12 knockdown scored.
There go Cortes. I'm sure he's down big. There we go, just like that. He has to fight.
Get you fighting. Nakatani shoots the jab, then the left hand straight there. Something that you had called for much earlier in the fight.
But he's still allowing Nakatani to escape. But now he can totally tell. Another right hand, another good right hand.
Like Nakatani's there. Looking
Yeah.
for the finish here in round 12. Nakatani pushing him back. 35 seconds. Down to the body goes Cortes. 10 seconds left. Nice way to hook with that right hand.
And still the undefeated WBO Super Flyweight World.
And he remains undefeated and victorious.